This Etsy shop has made almost $500,000 selling one product that is not too saturated, only takes 5 minutes to make, and is selling like crazy even for newbies. For example, this other shop opened just 5 months ago and has already made over $17,000 with this one product. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what product to sell, how to make it, design it, upload it, and eventually fulfill the order. Because the holidays are coming up, it's actually the best time to make money. So when I'm doing my research, I was looking for Christmas and Thanksgiving related products. The niche that I found that is not too saturated is actually selling wrapping paper. Now this is good for Christmas, which we know is coming up, but it's also an evergreen product that can be sold all year for birthdays and stuff like that. Now I'm going to be using Kittl to create all my designs because they have more advanced tools that I like to use. Kittl is really good for those people who want something that's more advanced than a software like Canva, but also simpler than a software like Adobe Illustrator. Kittl specializes in helping print-on-demand sellers, so when you use Kittl, you're getting something that is catered to exactly what you're doing. If you do want to follow along with me and have your design finished by the end of the video, then I do have a 30-day free Kittl Pro plan that you guys can trial. Just use my link in the description box below. Thank you to Kittl for sponsoring this video. When we're looking at these listings, there's two main components that we typically see. We see a name and then we see an image. So we're going to create this in about 5 minutes. Now, before you create anything, I do want you guys to do your own research and see what designs are popular. You know, is it Santa? Is it a tree? Is it a bow? You know, what are the colors that are popular? And then see how you could make something that is similar so that you know that people like it, but different enough to where yours stands out and is better. Now, we don't actually have to create any wallpaper and send it out. All we're going to do is go to Printify. We're going to create the design in Kittl, upload it to Printify, and Printify, when we get an order, is going to ship out our printed design. Now we can see here that it costs $5 per wrapping paper, but if we have Printify Premium, which I have a coupon code for in the link in the description, we can get it for $4.19. And then there's the shipping, which we can have the customer pay the shipping or you can include it. But let's see what people are selling it for. This one is $10, $22. We have one for $10.50, $22, $15. So we can sell this from anywhere between $10 and $20. I would price it at $15, like right in the middle. And then if we're paying $4, that's a pretty good profit that we're making. Printify says that the print area size is 6100 by 4000. So let's go ahead and enter that in Kittl by creating a new project. Now that we have our design open, we can use any one of Kittl's elements that they have right here. Let's just type in Christmas. We might want to add like a tree. You know, you guys can really add anything that you want to. You can even use Kittl's AI features. So they have like an image generator here. So I can type in Christmas tree and then I can choose any one of these image styles right here. So maybe I want an anime, maybe I want it to be clip art, kawaii, detail drawing, anything like that. So let's just go kawaii and see what comes up. And let's press generate image. Now you do get Kittl AI credits when you have that Kittl Pro plan. And so just get that free trial in the description box. Like it's free, you know, you have nothing to lose. But let's see what this AI generator comes up with. All right, perfect. So now we have our AI generated Christmas tree, right? So this is if you have some idea that is like unique that you want to create and it's not already in the product catalog, go ahead and use the AI and then just use the background remover tool to remove all the white part, right? But that's pretty cool. I mean, I love having everything just inbuilt here. You see it took off the background there, and these are already high quality, ready to be printed. I want you guys to play around with the different fonts and the different graphics. I literally don't want you to spend more than like 10 minutes or 20 minutes on this because it's so easy. I'm just gonna play around a little bit and then I'll come back to you guys in like 5 minutes to show you guys what I put together. One advanced feature that I really like about Kittl is that if you download an image from the internet or from Creative Fabrica and it's a PNG, just a regular image file, and you cannot really change the color here, right? Because it's just an image. Kittl actually has something called an image vectorizer. which is going to turn your image into a high quality vector. That way you can change the colors as you would like. All right, so now this image is a vector, and you know that because it says object color right here. Now I can change this to literally any color I want. If I want it purple, if I want it green, if I want it any color, I can have that. That's, again, like Kittl has a lot of advanced features that are really great. I think that I'm gonna do like a green and red like for Christmas. So let's go ahead and change the color to red. I think that'll be so cool. And I'm just gonna put the actual names. I'm gonna scatter it all around. I even saw some wrapping papers that didn't even have images at all. So if you guys are just like the person like, I don't even want to do all these images, look at you, don't have to do that. Just do the name in a really cool way, cool fonts and stuff like that. As you can see, this is super simple, and I'm not a graphic designer, I'm not anything like that, right? I'm just trying to put it in a way that makes the most sense, right? It's not too weird or too out there. So I think something like this is honestly totally fine, this grid pattern. And then I'm gonna just disperse the name around, and I'm also going to change the color of the name as well. Here is my final design. I went with like more of a vintage scene, threw some Santa Claus, some presents, some little trees in there, some stars, and this is looking really cute. It only took me about 15 minutes to create, honestly, because I wanted to put a little bit more creativity in it, but I've seen some super simple wrapping paper designs with just the image and the name, that's it. Just make sure that all your dimensions are correct, and then we're gonna import this into Printify. Once our design is imported into Printify, it is super easy because the dimensions are already there. All we need to do is just preview it to make sure that it actually looks good on the wrapping paper. And Printify is going to give you some mock-ups. So those are the mock-ups that we can use in our Etsy shop. This is what our wrapping paper is going to look like. I think it's pretty cool. If I wanted to, I could actually make it a little bit smaller because I see that it's quite big. So I could go back and make the elements right here a bit smaller. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna group those together. I will make it smaller like that. And then I'm just gonna copy and paste it. So there we go. Yeah, I think that's a lot better because you can actually see more of the design on the wrapping paper. But let's fill in this information here. When we're filling out the title, we just wanna make sure that it has, the right keywords. So look through Etsy and see what keywords are people using. Christmas wrapping paper, Santa personalized Christmas wrapping paper. So let's do something simple like that. We can add up to 140 characters, so really fill those with the keywords so that way you can get found. I usually put like 3-4 different phrases in there to make sure that I'm giving myself the best chance. And the same thing with the description. You don't want to leave it like this. All you need to do is go to Etsy and click on one of the best-selling ones and then go to their description and see what they're putting and put something similar in your actual description here. I keep that shipping profile the same. Down here, you're gonna wanna put what your prices is. Now, Printify is gonna tell you, a recommended price, $8.33, but I'm not gonna put that. I'm gonna put $14.99 so that we can have a profit of $9.62. And that's really all you need to do here. Fill out your title, fill out your description, and then after that, you're gonna go ahead and click on publish. Printify is connected to your Etsy store, so when you publish it, it's gonna automatically be published in your Etsy store. Once it's published in your Etsy store, we're gonna go ahead and customize the listing a little bit more. I wanna show you guys what that looks like. So I'm here in Etsy, and Printify connected with Etsy so that everything that we wrote in Printify is now here. So we have a bunch of further customization options, adding mock-up images and all that stuff. The thing that I wanna do is add personalization here. Now, when you add that personalization here, the customer is gonna be able to enter the name that they want on the wrapping paper, and you can see that. So just add some instructions, enter your name, first, middle, and last, or first name, or whatever, maximum, however many characters. Put whatever you want to here. It is really up to you. Once we publish those changes, our listing is going to look something like this. So they're going to have the option to choose matte or satin, and they're going to have the option to enter the name right here. They're going to see our images from Printify right here, and then they're going to see our description that, again, this should be something that you guys custom put, but they're gonna see that right here, have any extra information. Now, what happens when they finally do make an order? Well, when they finally do make an order, you can come over here to Printify. I'll do my best to show you what this is gonna look like because I don't have any orders, right? I just published it. When you're in Printify, you do wanna change this setting. Just go to Store Settings and Preferences. You want to change the order approval to manual, so that way it's not automatically fulfilled. You have to manually go in, change the name. So once you get an order, you'll see what is the name that they want. Go ahead and go to kittl and just change this name to whatever name that, they said that they want to put. So maybe they want to put their name as Jack. You're going to go ahead and change all of these to be Jack. Download that and do that same process where we import the file into Printify, and then you're just gonna put create order and manual. Etsy will send you their address, their name, everything like that, so that it can be super seamless. In the beginning, you're not gonna have a lot of sales, so this manual process won't be too much at all. This is a really good, easy, quick, and free way to make some extra money at the end of the year. You really don't have anything to lose because like Kittl Pro is gonna be free, right? You can have Printify for free. You don't really need to pay anything for that, and you don't actually pay anything until you actually get an order from your customer, so you know you already made profit, right? You're not just dumping money into things. You're not shipping anything out. Only took 10 minutes to make the design. Like, this is literally one of the easiest side hustles that you can start. Just make sure that you're creating decent designs. Make sure that your SEO is there, your keywords are there, you have a good description, and you have those good mock-ups.